So I think it's pretty safe to say right now that Battlefield 6 helicopters are kind of hard mode at the moment. You know, you've got laser designators everywhere, stingers everywhere. There's the infamous IFV radar lock glitch everywhere. Oh, almost got that jet there. You know, there's a lot of counters to these absolute boats of aircraft at the moment that makes them very difficult to fly. But that's not going to stop us from jumping into the helicopter today and seeing if we can pull a result out here on Liberation Peak Conquest. You know, ever since I really started learning again how to fly in Battlefield 2042 and then, you know, readjusting back to this game's flight model, I'm addicted. Seriously, like I can't stop getting into the sky here and doing my best with the attack helicopters, because when you have a good game with these things, they absolutely fry. And oh, hang on, there's the culprit. Oh, hang on. Let's try not to crash into the ground here, Cam. He's pushing me something fierce. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna flare so we can get the altitude needed to get a missile away. There we go. Look, you may have the lock-ons, but I've got the tow missile, and that's all you need to take out those bastards. But yeah, as I was saying, guys, when you have a good game in these things, man, is it satisfying. And I'm really just a junkie looking for that fix at the moment, trying to get back into the helicopters here. So we're going to see if we can pull a result out here on Liberation Peak. I'll walk you guys through my mentality and through my thinking as the game goes on here and as I'm flying. Oh, hang on. A juicy little tank right there. It would be good if I could hit my missile. Ah, he's activated his defense. Okay, he's a null target now. Let's get out of here. There he is again. Hang on. Hopefully he's a bit more weakened this time. Managed to get the tow missile in at the last second there, so if we bring it back, a bit vulnerable here in doing this, but he is weak. So that should be a free kill. It is, and maybe give it the double on the Jeep. No, the Jeep went up before I can get to him. Alright, all dealt with. That's fine. Back to base. Let's get the rearm going. Honestly, if you are looking for a map to fly on at the moment, I think Liberation Peak is probably your best bet. Only because there is a lot of terrain cover on this map here, and there's only one IFV per side, which means that you're gonna come across a whole lot less of the, you know, of the exploiting people who are trying to, you know, shoot you down with a missile that can't be countermeasured. I just heard the helicopter fly over me. Oh crap, there he is. God, he's deep. And one hit, and there's the tow to finish him off. Fantastic. Let's go get that rearm. Oh shit, hang on. Oh! Oh, for God's sakes, Cam, you absolute spud. The helicopter's already as hard mode as it is without me flying them into the ground here. But it's okay, because we managed to get the other one back up. The run is not over. I refuse for that to be the run of the game here. We have a couple of long-range missile snipes on, but as I was saying... Oh, hang on. He's back up as well. That makes sense. You're not getting away, son. Bye-bye. Oh, it's just too satisfying, it really is. But no, as I was saying, I think Liberation Peak is the best map to fly on right now because there is a lot of terrain cover that you can play with here. You can sort of really play off this valley here, you know, fly low, break any kind of radar locks that are coming from either their base or, you know, further away from you, maybe on C point. Oh, good hit on the tank there. Let's wrap him up. There we go. And there's a lot of ways in which you can sort of establish some good attack pathways and flight lines. So, yeah, it's certainly, I think, the map for helicopter flying right now, but once the IFV glitch is sort of fixed out as well, Mirak Valley is also a really good farm as well. But, I mean, we also can't not address the elephant in the room of C point here, because, I mean, look at that. C point, just romping targets away there. It's just filthy, isn't it? Absolutely filthy. I think one of my key sort of mentalities whenever I'm flying the helicopter on this map in particular, though, is not to get too lost away in the farm, because it's very easy to do that. Infantry cluster quite well on this map, and it's very easy to get lost in the source per se. The main priority for me here is making sure that my key threats and my key targets are always dealt with immediately. So the IFV right now obviously is a key threat. It's not going to help that I've got bloody infantry with stingers right at my home base here. Oh boy. Locked on again a little earlier than I'd like. I'm going to try and go right back to base here and leverage the C-rams to try and intercept a lot of these projectiles that are coming my way. I do see a lot of aircraft as well, but this guy with the stinger... And there's another guy with the stinger. Oh my god, I've annoyed them a lot already. There we go. We got him at the end. I'm going to have to use the valley as cover here while my flares are on cooldown, though. Otherwise I'm... Oh, there's the jet too! Sir, please, I beg. I beg you, go away! A little blind fire strafe on C point 2, let's go. But yeah, making sure you don't get lost in the farm. Keeping track of your counters, keeping track of your key threats, very, very important here. Like this guy. I'll be real, that's a very, very lucky intercept given how far deep I was. Alright, countermeasures are out. Let's use the valley, and let's get out of there. That was a good run. Oh, a few more crops. 1, 2. I'll take the 2. That's okay. Not the greatest run, but we'll make it do. My gun is not making the most of it at the moment, but, you know, we'll take it. Gonna get rid of the mortar player there. That's a rare strategy to see, a mortar on conquest. IFV, my new priority target right there. I need to delete him. Oh, he had the lock on me too, dude. He needed to die immediately. Again, it's crazy that the IFV, the infantry fighting vehicle, is now... Oh my god! The helicopter's on my ass too! And I'm being locked! This is not good! Hang on, I need to break line of sight here. Pretty bloody quickly. I do not care about this helicopter anymore. Yep, there we go. Thankfully, he can't aim to save his life. We've used the terrain there to break the stinger. And... Oh, I've missed the tow as well. And I've missed my rockets. This is now what happens when idiots collide. Oh, come on, gunner, please. He's free. Oh, we've got one hit on him. There we go. The gunner finished him off. Excellent. That was a little close for comfort, wasn't it, guys? Holy. But no, it's a bit crazy that the infantry fighting vehicle in this game is now the most prevalent helicopter threat. And that, you know, as soon as I see a laser designator coming from those things, I'm like, nah, you need to die immediately. Assuming I can actually get the shots off in time before he hits the missile. Stationary AA gun. There we go. Crazy enough how those are also deadlier than the mobile AA in the game right now too. Keep that in mind, guys. It's always a key tip there. If you see the stationary AA up, focus fire that. And learning its placement as well on all the maps, also very key. Because if you can, it opens up so much more airspace for you as well. Just being able to take that out. Just caught him on the way out of his spawn. That was a little disgusting. All right, we need to back up. Oh my god. That was a bit lucky, I'll be honest. That was a little bit lucky to catch him like that off guard. You don't normally get that kind of luck there. Oh, there we go. Another attack helicopter's up. Again, just keeping track of these threats, prioritizing them like so, means that you can then return back to the ground, back to your other key threats, and just start farming. Like this guy. We're going to farm this Jeep up. There we go. He's down. The Jeeps are really just, you know, XP balloons in this game, aren't they? Anyone else? Anyone for else? There we go. 1, 2. Alright, let's maybe return to C here. Give my gunner a bit of a chance to light some targets up. Damn, the crop potential down there is unreal, but he's just not landing the shots at the moment, unfortunately. And to be fair, neither am I, so I can't really talk a whole lot of smack at this point. Gonna break the lock using the valley. Perfect. It's just such a good map there for doing that, like breaking that lock and minimizing your exposure. Really, really cool. Is the farm good on C here? Oh, it's not great. I take that back. Actually, that was a 3-piece. Oh! We are absolutely flowing with these tow missiles right now. That is juicy. Given that we're going to get a free reload on the rockets here as well, we can actually just jump straight back into farming again. There's 1. Make that 2, make that 3, make that 4. Our gunner got 1 as well. That was a lucrative run. And I'm going to try and do that again. They're well clustered. Gunner getting a couple more. Hang on, I don't want to overextend here, given I have to use the flares there. Seeing as I haven't seen the IFV for a while... Ah, there he is, back on A. Okay, right, he's now my new priority target, assuming I've got no air threats. Oh, speak of the devil, hang on. Alright, we'll deal with him first. No, oh, the CRAM got the countermeasure out. Okay, well, we're going to back up then. We're a little bit far forward, but I need to deal with the helicopter first. Might try and bait him out of his spawn a little bit. And then we'll go for that IFV, because the IFV, again, I can't countermeasure his missiles, so he's the priority threat, but I can't really go digging all the way down into A there with that helicopter present. There we go. All right, he's down. So now, with the tow reloaded, the IFV is still hanging out by A. Let's try and go low and fast here, sneak up on him a little bit, and see if we can get the pop on him before he gets the missile off. It's going to be a challenge, but we'll see how we go. Can't get too deep as well, because I don't want the CRAM engaging me. Okay, let's try not to get sniped out of the cockpit. There he is. There's 1. Perfect. There we go. Key threat neutralized. Again, That right there. Oh my god, that was a close RPG. Holy smokes. Again, guys, it's all about just dealing with those key threats. So then, when you see opportunities like this where there's a ton of infantry out in the open, the farm is real. The amount of times, like, honestly, when I'm in a helicopter, the most of my deaths mainly come from me just, like, forgetting I've got a key threat to deal with. Oops, speak of the devil. Helicopter. So we can get the shot off on him. We're gonna have to countermeasure again. Oh, no, I've definitely missed that toe. And I was able to stay there because, again, noting that I had the mountain for cover, I could use that to counteract that stinger. Even though my flares are on cooldown, the mountain is my friend here, and we're going to run with it. I think there's another IFV also up back by their A point there, so we're going to see if we can jump in there and take him out again. This positioning is really quite king for dealing with pesky vehicles that like to hang back. There he is. Not gonna lie, for a second I really thought that was the, there we go, our gunner got him. I really thought that was the IR lock. We are gonna take a missile hit here, but we got the repair up. It's a bit of a risky play that, because if there were 2 stingers on me, I'd be dead straight away there. But, in all honesty, I think, we got very lucky, and I'll take the luck. Look, sometimes a good helicopter game, there's a little bit of luck involved, alright? Especially in this current balancing. There's gonna be some times where you're just a little bit lucky. And, you know, we're not going to say no to a bit of luck, right? Okay. Catching a little bit. I need to start thinking about the next attack line here. Oh! And that right there is what happens when you lose track of your threats. Because I had forgotten he was up. I'm on 71 kills here. I'm 1 off of my record, personally. Surely we can beat that with 100 tickets to go, right? Like, that's not it. I'm on a revenge tour now. Where is this guy? I'm waiting for him to rear his ugly head again, because he is certainly the threat. Damn, I thought that might have been the stinger operator there. Went for the kill to try and break the lock there so I could stay around a bit longer. And take the low ground again. Hide. Be a bit cheeky. There he is. Now he has overextended without keeping track of his threats. And in theory... Boom, baby! Oh no! Hang on 1 second! Oh my god, I'm an absolute idiot! I've done it again. God damn it, man. Well, that is confirmed that I am in fact my own worst enemy. 74 and 3, and look, with 2 of those deaths being completely unforced errors, I'll take it. And goes to show that we're improving in the helicopter game, despite it being absolute hard mode right now. Guys, if you enjoyed today's commentary and today's video, if you found it helpful, if you found it insightful, leave a comment down below, leave a like on the video, get subscribed for more Battlefield 6 content coming real soon. But until then, guys, stay safe, stay well. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, guys. Have a good one.